do the honors?
You usually do. You put cologne on?
It's on the shirt, bro. I'm not sure. And we back like we never left.
For like the fucking 50th time.
We've only left 50 times. But we always come back.
That is true. That is true. We do always come back.
It's a constant. There's two constants in the Hangover Podcast. One, we always come back. And two, Eric never misses an episode. Do I miss what, one?
I don't think I've missed one. Because the one that it was you and Jordan, I was behind the scenes, like taking pictures and shit.
Touche then.
So I have not missed one yet.
Ah, the new Iron Man.
The new Iron Man. There was two of us.
Yeah.
So it's the same Iron Man.
I guess.
One and the same. Well, not. I mean, I guess I stand alone now.
Yeah, it was you and Dennis.
I
wasn't the Iron Man. I had
stand alone. God. My throat is fucked up right now.
Probably should have brought some beverages.
Some water.
We'll make it fucking.
We'll make it count. Plus, the ladies will love the raspiness. They always do.
Sensational.
But
we're gonna start the episode off with something we haven't done in a while. A good old game of Would You Rather. And some of these I follow. I think it's called the Bread Basket. I want to say it's the Bread Basket. I might be wrong. I'll have to check that. But I stole two of these questions from them. The rest I just made up on the fly.
Do you think they would know?
Considering they got like 250K followers, if they see this, shout out to you guys. I think you guys are pretty funny. All right. So first question. Would you rather get 6 tries to bowl a strike for $100 million? But if you miss all 6 attempts, you turn into a dog. You can stay as you are right now. Or would you take that chance to bowl a strike in 6 frames?
For $100 mil?
For $100 mil. But if you miss, you turn into a dog. Not a talking dog.
Just a dog.
Just a dog. No one gonna hear you.
It kind of sounds like a fucking win-win to me. You either get 100 millions or you're just a dog and everybody loves you.
Yeah, all the problems are gone after that. Never have to work again.
Never have to worry. You get taken care of, get fed. You can poop and pee wherever the fuck you want. Take naps all day. Get petted. Fuck, give me. I'll take my chance with the fucking 100 mil.
I'm the same. I'm definitely taking a chance. My logic is because there's no way I'm not bowling a strike within those 6 frames.
There is a way that I might not bowl those because I'm not really a good bowler. So there is a definite possibility that I might be a dog. I'm already a dog, baby. You're
like this is nothing new to me. You're like, I'll just have more hair.
There you go. I'll be going to my spirit animal.
All right, so we're both taking the chances.
Hey, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
All right,
for the schmuns.
The other question: would you rather be handed $1 million, or you get 25 attempts to score on LeBron for $50 million? But this is like Miami prime LeBron.
Give me the $1 million. There's no way I'm scoring.
Fucking lockdown defender.
There's no way I'm scoring on LeBron James. Especially right now that I'm gimpy, so I'd have to fucking wait a few more months.
My competitive nature, I'm going to take the 25 attempts. I don't know if I'm going to score on him. I doubt I would, especially if it's prime LeBron.
I mean, that's prime LeBron, 6'8", pushing fucking 280, and jumping out of the fucking gym.
Throw something crazy, and maybe it'd go in. Maybe.
But the chance that he just fucking swats that shit away.
Very high. 99.9%.
His basketball IQ is fucking ridiculous, so he's probably...
I'm thinking I could hit him with one little whoop, like, whoop. Get him on a fake or something.
How? You think you're going to get past him?
No, not at all. I'm just thinking, like, he'll jump, and while he's already jumping, then I have to jump, and then throw it way the fuck up.
This man has almost a foot on you.
No, I know. But he's got to come down eventually.
Hey,
gravity.
Good for you. Hey, risk it for the biscuit. I'm taking the mill and fucking shaking his hand and be like, you're the goat.
Good try.
You're the goat. I'm not going to do this, but
yeah.
Take the mill. Plus, if you take the mill, there's chances that you could fucking flip that into 50.
I definitely thought of that logic. I was like, I could definitely make more money doing it that way. But I want to, just to say, that's just a hell of a story. I got to play one-on-one with LeBron. I didn't score. Or, I did score. Now I'm $50 million richer.
Shit.
Either way.
And maybe the way LeBron is, he might actually let you score and be like, "Hey, take the 50 mil, bro. Just score."
Yeah, he may be like, "Hey, give me a mil." I mean, he's a fucking billionaire, but who knows? Maybe he's like, "Fuck it."
Well, because he did it at Miami, where he fucking. Oh no, that was Steph that did that. That the dude was fucking
It was a girl
rolling the ball,
rolling it,
and then he took it and just threw it in there.
Yep. Got her paid.
For real.
And then the last one: would you rather try to score one basket on Shaq? You get one attempt to score one basket on Shaq, or one PK against the best goalkeeper.
What Shaq? Like Shaq today, or Shaq?
No, like prime Shaq, the same. And the best goalkeeper in the world. Don't know who that is.
For how much?
Like how much money?
Yeah. Or just doing it.
Make it amount if you want. Say 5 mil, 50 mil, 10 mil. Don't know. It's more on like the what do you think you have a higher probability making one PK or getting one basket on Shaq?
Huh. Because I'm thinking if it's prime Shaq, he's still pretty athletic. So if I try to take him out to the perimeter and try and drive by him, I mean, that's still going to be pretty hard because he's fucking 7'2".
And the closeout would be fucking terrifying.
I would have to you would have to start your layup like at the free throw line. Like,
yeah, it's a floater. It's
and really just fucking
no finger roll. It's a definite floater, and like you better pray.
And then the PK. I mean,
PK is gonna
those
be
are hard. Like people don't realize how hard it is to actually shoot a penalty kick. Like,
yeah, aim for. Granted, the goal is big, but like you don't really.
Even then, I mean, when I played soccer, like. I mean, it is nerve wracking, and like that's on a fucking small scale. Yeah. So it's like even then, it's hard because like
fans cheering.
Because also like goalies are like trained to look for like certain cues to see which way the ball is gonna go, and like there's a science to it. So I mean, it's not like it's just it's not a gimme like a lot of people think it is. Yeah. But fuck it, I'm gonna stick to my roots. Let me kick the PK and see if I can sneak one pie.
See, I'm gonna go with the PK too, even though I do think. Well,
I mean, because you have to think about it too. The best goalies, I mean, and there's a handful of them. I'm not gonna go through them because I don't know if people really know them like that. But I mean, most like world class goalkeepers are like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", like tall dudes.
My logic behind it is like someone can guess wrong. Shaq 1-on-1, like he's taking up so much paint space. Like if I do try to shoot the closeout, I mean he's 7'2". At his prime, he could probably jump higher than 10 feet easily. So,
oh yeah,
I mean, my God, yeah. So it's like I don't know. That would be hard. And if it's just one attempt, like at least with LeBron, 25 attempts, like I might get some bullshit to fall.
He might get tired. He might fucking catch him lacking.
Yeah, for one attempt, that's like I don't know. That's
putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yep. So I would go with the PK as well.
PK.
All right, then we could. Spitfire through these ones pretty quickly. Would you rather play basketball or football?
Football.
Basketball for me.
That one was easy.
Yeah. Sweets or spicy food? Whatever you pick, you can't eat the other again.
I'll pick sweets. I have a bigger sweet tooth, but I do fucking love some spicy.
I would miss
like some
spicy
buffalo
food.
wings
I
or
would
some
miss
fucking
spicy food to my core. Like I would
put some
like,
buffalo on some chicken or buffalo.
I would never give up sweets
on some pizza. Oh yeah, but yeah, I would do sweets.
Would you rather drive a sports car or a vintage car?
Well, I mean, a vintage. You could drive a vintage sports car.
Good.
I'd probably rather drive a sports car. It's a little bit more modern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'd rather get like a nice Audi, maybe a nice Mercedes.
Yeah, Audis are fucking nice as fuck.
Nice Bugatti.
What color is your Bugatti? Canceled. Camera just shuts off. Everything just stops recording. It's like, what the fuck? Power goes out. Damn it.
Would you rather... I don't know when I was writing this, when I just said night or day. I don't know. It's like, would you rather...
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Would you rather function in the daytime or the nighttime?
I mean, I'm more of a night person, so give me the nighttime. Freaks come out at night, baby.
I'm definitely a night owl, but I mean, I have very productive days as well. So it's like, would you rather work out in the morning or in the afternoon?
What is afternoon like?
Like 5 to we'll go the range morning from 6 to 9, somewhere in there, and nighttime or afternoon from 5 to 8.
I mean, I'm more accustomed to doing from like 5 to 8. So, I mean, I would do that just because that's what I do normally. But I need to start fucking waking my ass up and going to the gym in the morning and doing that.
It's a real
at least maybe like once or twice a week, because
or try it.
It does. I mean, it does have benefits too, and you do have, at the end of the day, you have more time to kind of do what you want, get shit done. You're more available to do things, even if it's just to fucking relax and fucking unwind a little bit at the end of the day. But I do find that I have more motivation and more energy to work out later in the day than I do in the morning.
I was exactly, you took the words out of my mouth. I've been doing this morning workouts now for, I don't know, I'd say maybe a month.
Yeah.
Probably a month now, a little longer maybe. Definitely more productive during the day. Like, you feel it, like you're burning calories. Yeah, because I mean,
it shoots up your dopamine levels and shit like that.
The day is going by faster too.
Yeah.
And you do feel more energized. The only thing is I can't lift as heavy in the morning. But I also think if I were to switch it, like for instance, I do work out at 6. That's why I gave it that range. If I were to switch it to like 7, 8, even 9, I feel like I'd be a monster. It's just working out at 6 in the morning. That's rough.
Yeah, that shit is.
Unless I start waking up maybe at like 5:30, because I'm literally waking up at like 5:45, rolling my ass out of bed and making it to the gym at 6.
Yeah.
Luckily, I live very close to my fucking gym.
I remember having football workouts. There was one summer we had to be at fucking school at fucking 5 in the morning. That was our sophomore year. Going into our sophomore year. That shit was fucking intense. And then we would either if you don't start in the weight room, then you start in the track. So then the worst was on leg days when we had to start on the track and then go fucking do squats and deadlifts, and you're fucking over here pushing. Bro, we ran, did sprints, fucking worked on fucking our fast twitch muscles, doing like, bro, by the time we were done running, it was a full
you're pretty
cardio workout. It's a sprint workout, like trying to get our agility up. And then, all right, time to go fucking push fucking 75, 90% of your max, fucking 3-4 times. And that shit was fucking rough. But it builds character. Builds character, so
like I say all the time, I don't have enough character to.
Bro, I've been in a character building fucking couple months lately. But it's good for the soul. Good for the soul. All right, what's next?
Would you rather eat dinner or breakfast food forever?
Forever. Give me breakfast food. I feel like you can do more with that.
Breakfast.
You can eat steak in the morning. You can make breakfast tacos. You can fucking.
I love me some pancakes.
A breakfast burrito. I love pancakes.
Omelets.
Omelets are the shit.
Just for the sake of argument,
and you could put like ground beef in a fucking omelet and shit like that. So you could, dinner.
You could make a hell of an omelet for sure.
Yeah, give me the breakfast. Give me the breakfast.
Yeah, I'll take dinner. It looks like I'm gonna. Like we were saying, you eat a steak at fucking 6 in the morning, you're gonna be fucked up.
But you could have steak for breakfast.
Try it. Summer
steak
or winter?
and eggs. Oh, I'm a summer person. Give me the fucking summer. Give me the heat.
I'm the same.
Clothes coming off, baby.
Yeah, I don't prefer the winter ever.
Yeah, I'm not a cold person.
Like I would down to go snowboarding, but besides that, like keep me out.
That's why I like Florida winters so much, because it's like you'll get cold for like 2-3 days, and then it warms back up.
Yep, midday. Even when it is cold, it's cold in the morning. Yeah. By afternoon, you're hot as fuck. It's cold in the evening.
Yeah, so you kind of get. We get maybe like 3 weeks worth of winter if you add up all the cold days that are really cold, and I'm cool with that because any day after that it's like 75 and it fucking feels awesome.
Not too much.
Shout out to Florida winters.
Would you give up smoking or drinking?
Drinking. I don't drink barely now, so.
I gave up smoking.
I've given up both.
Hey, to my fallen comrades. I barely drink. But if I'm out like in a social setting, I'm gonna be drinking.
I've turned more into both of a social drinker and a social smoker. Which I will smoke more by myself more often than I will drink by myself.
Yeah, I would never drink by myself.
But yeah, I don't think there's ever been a point in my life where I drink by myself. But I have gotten more into a social.
Unless it's like a beer. I've drank like a single beer by myself just because it's a way to like crave my hunger. But like besides that,
I don't like beer like that. I
don't either, but it fills me up so much that there'd be like some times where I was hungry as shit.
Yeah.
I know I don't have dinner for like another hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Drink a beer, you're like, all right.
I'll probably have a glass of wine by myself. I'd have a glass of
yeah. I'm not necessarily a beer drinker by means, but a nice cold beer, like
a brisky,
refreshing.
A brisky.
It's very nice.
You're getting into the latter years of your life, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I've been feeling it lately. Been feeling it.
Oh shit!
Like thinking about shit I've never thought about. I'm like, oh wow, you old bastard.
Damn, like what?
Just in general, I'm like thinking lately, like, I wonder how I'm gonna decorate my house. Like, just shit like I would never fathom.
I wonder if someone pulled that weed in the front yard that I saw.
Yeah, just never fathom those ideas, and now I'm thinking about it.
Oh shit! Reality.
Fast food chains. Would you rather Chick-fil-A or PDQ?
Well, we just had Chick-fil-A, but the thing is, if PDQ didn't take away the pimento cheese, then that would be like an instant. But they like take it away and then bring it back. But even their regular chicken sandwich, I feel like that shit is on point. PDQ is good as fuck. It's definitely an underrated chicken place.
Definitely underrated.
And they have tater tots for you tot lovers out there. I'm more of a fry guy, but I do fuck with some tots.
I love me some tots.
Fuck it, give me PDQ.
Ooh.
And they're open 7 days a week.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Shots fired.
The Lord's chicken.
I do love PDQ, I'm not gonna lie, but without the pimento cheese, I can't just see myself giving up Chick-fil-A.
Pimento.
Like plus, Chick-fil-A is closer.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I've had Chick-fil-A more often than I've had PDQ, but PDQ is the fucking shit.
It is good. It's the bee's knees.
It is. People dedicated to quality.
Barbecue or Italian?
Barbecue. Just because Italian's third on my list of favorite foods. But barbecue, I love
me some barbecue.
Oh my God.
I am a barbecue eating motherfucker.
I fucking love some fucking brisket.
I was supposed to eat barbecue today. There was a place literally called, it was like sweet raised brisket and pulled pork or some shit. It was like, we were working in like Chiliota.
Mm.
And one of my coworkers was supposed to go get it. And they were closed on Mondays. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Closed on Mondays.
But it's alright, I'm going to get that shit tomorrow.
You're my Chick-fil-A.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs all day. And I'm kind of allergic to cats, so
Same.
sorry. But
Kind of allergic to dogs. certain pet dandruff, I'd say I'm allergic to.
Dander.
Gets me every now and again.
Yeah, it depends, because like cats, sometimes I can pet a cat and I'll be fine, and other times I fucking think about a cat and my eyes just start fucking
think about a cat.
fucking swelling up and watering and my throat closes and it's just bad. So
Think about a cat, you're like, I miss that cat. Boop.
the eyes fucking start fucking swelling up.
The real questions, the questions people really want to know. Are you, sir, an ass or a tit guy?
Both.
Both.
Call me Shannon Sharp. Both. Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F.
Both.
So we're saying like they either have one or the other, and then
Pretty
they don't
much.
have. So they're talking about like flat chest like me. I mean, at least I can fucking flex my titties.
Maybe
So I'm not that. That's rough. That is rough. Or fucking flat back.
I would hope they got a little something of both. But what would you prefer? Like if a girl to have, if she has both, correct? But one is more dominant than the other. What would you prefer?
How much? Well, give me a percentage at least. Like 80-20, like 70-30.
We could do 70-30.
70-30. Oh yeah, then I'll take the ass then.
Same.
Cause nice little fucking perky B cup. They're both.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
You got a beautiful face, nice little titties. As long as there's a nice ease, that's
Yeah, but
all I could
man,
ask for.
I don't know. Like
You could do more with an ass. You
if
could
it
slap
was-
an ass, you could lay on an ass. Granted, you could do all these things to tits.
I was about to say, are you gonna suck on an ass? I don't think so.
Suck on a cheek.
Oh shit! Suck the fart right at it.
Not that part, but you dirty
Oh,
bastard.
gross!
And the last one's brought to you by Helen. Fucking
Boom, morbid.
It's dark.
Might need to check on her.
Honestly, would you rather die by drowning or die by burning alive? Both would be excruciating pain.
Yeah, it's like the most slow, excruciating ways to go.
Burning, you literally will watch your own skin melt off you before you die. drowning, you probably could pass out, but until you pass out, you have that fucking suffocation, gasping for air.
Yeah, well, with the burning alive too, usually the smoke kills you before the actual burns do. So I've been told. I don't fucking know for sure, but that's what I've
Here
heard.
I am alive.
Damn, I do love the beach and shit, but I don't want to die by it and to drown.
I think what I would do, like, instead of, well, granted, I guess I would try to make myself pass out. Like, if I know there's no escaping
How are you going to do that? Punch yourself?
No, like, just hold my own breath and, like, just hold it and hold it.
But the thing is
that... for air on my own and then just black out.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, once you pass out, you start breathing. That's, like, what makes you drown. You're underwater, you can't breathe. And then once you pass out, then you start breathing in the water. But you're still going to have that sensation of gasping for air and, like, needing it. So you're still, by the time, like, you're gonna naturally gasp for the air before you pass out. So then you're gonna feel the water, you're gonna breathe in the water and feel all the like.
I'm not gonna let myself be.
God damn, that's a different type of fucking willpower.
Nice.
Hell no.
Yeah, it'd be fucked either way.
I mean, because I'm thinking about even like the other day, like I was cooking something and I touched the pan on accident and that shit
burns suck, dude.
And it was like a little fucking like a touch like that and it was like, oh god.
Yeah, no, burns. It's tragic. I mean, but drowning would suck too. Either one would be terrible, but I think I'm gonna pick drowning.
Yeah, I think I'll pick drowning too, just off the fact that myself will still be intact. It's not like you're gonna.
If they do pull you out,
yeah,
be good for your casket.
they'll know who it is. It's like if you burn to death, they have to fucking pull your teeth and take DNA from that because you're charred up, overcooked.
That'd be fucked.
Yep. So give me drowning.
Drowning it is.
I'll be with the fishies, the dolphins.
Well, that was our quick "Would You Rather" segment of the show because we haven't done one of those in a while.
Shit, good times.
On to other news. What I can't wait for is this Bright Line that's about to be open.
We in Miami, bitch.
Come next month, right?
Is it?
I think so. I think it opens early July. Good old train running from Orlando to good old Miami.
But how long? It's still like 3 hours, right?
It's still 3 hours, but I rather.
Is it cheaper? How much is the ticket? That's
they were running. There's promotions like the first couple tickets, and I think they're doing first couple passes are like as low as $10.
Oh shit!
But then they're gonna get a little pricier, but still cheaper than a flight.
I'm thinking maybe like $45.
Yeah, still cheaper than a flight, and still like I think more convenient because like. That
but where is it?
Sucks.
Where is it dropping you off at? That's the thing because then you got to figure out how the fuck you're gonna get to where you're gonna get.
As long as it's in Miami, don't care. Because like that drive sucks.
It's not that bad. It's either getting on the turnpike, which is not too bad, or getting on the I-95, which is not. It's just a straight shot.
It depends. Like when did I go down there last? I went down there for like a day or two, so it was like that immediate like turnaround. Like, ugh, I hated it so much. But like if you're staying there for a couple of days, I guess it's not as bad. But I don't know. I just don't like driving anymore. After driving across the whole fucking country, like I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
I've done my fair share of driving.
I don't mind driving.
I'm still down to go like on some sort of road trip in my life, but I want to do it like drive, stop somewhere, enjoy that place for like maybe the night, maybe through the morning, start driving again, find a new place.
Well, when I went to Tennessee, we drove. It was a 10-hour drive.
Yeah, when me and Isabel went to North Carolina, we drove.
Yeah.
But that drive, oof, that was rough. The way there was rough. The way back wasn't as bad, but the way there, I was exhausted.
Driving up mountains is what fucking... Yeah, that's what adds on so much time. Driving up mountains.
When it came to mountains, I drove every mountain.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, in good old Washington, I had mountains to deal with, so like, I got used to it.
Yeah, that shit's fucking kind of scary a little bit.
Yeah, when it snows, especially like when it's snowing or raining, and you're just like, okay, that's the edge of a mountain here, and there's no guardrails.
Yep.
Like, fuck?
One wrong turn and you're done.
Yep.
You become...
You'd go back into those would you rather. Would you rather get crushed or eaten by a bear?
Boom.
Crushed.
But yeah, I mean...
But anyways, back to the train. I'm going to definitely take it because also they're offering food and drinks during the train ride.
Well, they fucking better. Fuck, a 3-hour fucking train ride.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you can get a little lid on
yeah,
it.
But are they going to give you, like, fucking, like, peanuts like they do on the fucking,
no,
like,
it's like real meals. Like, you could order real food.
Oh.
I mean, this is all what I'm reading. I've never been on this fucking train yet.
Why are you? No, just kidding.
But the brochures say it's real meals. You know, like you could order drinks. They're gonna have drink packages, drink deals.
Oh damn!
And I think that's pretty fucking awesome. Like, what if they had bottle service on the bitch?
Hey, we're going to Miami.
Literally, like that'd be the greatest shit ever. Because then, I mean, when you're in Miami, you could Uber everywhere, anyways. Yeah. Or if you are close enough to the beach, you can just walk around. If you're on like South Beach.
I mean, I kind of figured they'd probably drop you off. Like, it'll probably be like somewhere near like downtown Miami or some shit like that.
It's got to be downtown Miami. There's no way it's going to take you to South Beach itself. But
maybe closer to the airport, which is
a
little farther away from downtown.
So then I figured you could just Uber to wherever you're going to get a hotel or something, and then
because there's hotels and all that shit around the airport and shit. But yeah, I mean, take a trip to go see Messi.
Yeah, Messi coming over here to the MLS.
That's a game changer. That's gonna and shout out to the United States for winning the Gold Cup yesterday.
Canada and Mexico, right?
Yeah. So I mean, they're coming up doing some things. We got a guy from England that I forget what his name is, but he was picking who he wanted to play his national soccer with, and he picked the United States, and he scored his first goal, so he's going to be pretty good. I mean, this is probably, as far as like talent and potential, this is probably the best United States men's team we've had ever.
Yeah, our talent level is growing.
Yeah, and
that's exciting to see because I mean, the World Cup, like this coming World Cup, is going to be in the U.S. in 2026.
I'm going to a fucking game. I don't give a fuck. I'll sell my fucking soul.
Okay, relax. But
no, I won't do that. But I would fucking pay a lot of money to go watch one of these.
We're gonna go to World Cup.
I want to go to one of these fucking Argentina or fucking Brazil.
Okay, we're gonna spend everything we own. But
one of those games.
We're gonna go to a game. That would be awesome though to see. But I do want to see one of these Messi games. But I don't think I'm going to go to Miami to watch.
No, because those tickets are going to be
they're already sold out.
$400 Yeah, so I've been already looking for tickets against Orlando, and it's like half that, like $200 Yeah. Which that's even up from.
It's still getting up. It's only for them too. Yeah. Like if you look at other teams, it's not as high. But
I mean, who the fuck is going to draw that crowd?
Yeah,
nobody. I mean, you have to think about it because Beckham's been over here. Zlatan's been over here. We've had
Beckham was the game changer for the MLS.
He was the first one to come, but Messi takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, correct.
He takes it to a whole other level.
Having Beckham here is what made. I mean, because a bunch of players have came. I mean, you had Rooney come, you had Zlatan, you've had Kaká, you've had all.
Oh, that's true. He was here in good old
He was at Orlando City, but you've had plenty more that I'm blanking on.
Nani, he was Portuguese. He was good for Manchester United for a while. We had fucking. I forget the Italian midfielder. I forget his name. Fucking can't think of it right now. But he was, he's won a World Cup. David Villa, he won a World Cup for Spain. Thierry Henry, he came and played for New York Red Bulls. So I mean, it's been a trend and it's been going up. But again, like when you get,
but it's usually on the back ends of their career. And I mean, even Messi is on the back end of his career. I mean, he even said it himself, like, I've accomplished everything in football. Yeah. What is there more for me to do? Yeah. Which, I mean, he has nothing to do, but he's a smart guy, and he was like...
But, I mean, that does open the door, though, for at some point, and I'm thinking it might be before the next World Cup, that we might get an international superstar to come here in their prime and play in the MLS in their prime.
Maybe, just to rack up goals.
There's money here. You could. I mean, there's so much. There's business opportunity. There's money.
Correct.
There's
business opportunity.
The exposure that you get in the United States, as far as media, depending on where you like Miami and New York and LA, like the publicity and the media exposures there.
I mean, Miami's supposed to have a squad. They're going to be the super team of the MLS.
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing over Sergio Busquets and him and Messi played in Barcelona together.
And they're trying to get Suarez.
See, I saw that, but I already saw that he's already kind of shut that down a little bit.
Well, because he was under contract, I think. But
I mean, they can buy.
They were gonna, that's basically what they were saying. And it would, I think,
if they did that, that would be fucking wild. Because even though Suarez, you think about what you want about him, he might have some character issues. He's always been one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, he's a beast. I always loved his intensity.
Yeah,
he would just always like. Even though, like you said, I mean, the biting and whatever, he does do some questionable shit.
The antics are a little too much.
But his passion for the game and his like competitive drive is impressive to watch. Like I like watching any sports like that. Any athlete that's like gives their all plus some. That's like, all
He
right.
kind of reminds me of my uncle too a little bit.
You know who I liked? Who career guy? I mean, it wasn't short, but who doesn't play, or if he does still play, I'm sorry because I haven't seen you in years. Alexis Sanchez.
He still does play.
He
And
played at Arsenal.
yeah, I forget
guy.
where he plays at now, but yeah, he still plays. I think he plays back in South America.
That was my guy when he played at Arsenal.
Yeah,
He was like that. He gave like his intensity of the game and like the way he played. Fucking loved watching him.
I mean those South American, Central American teams, those guys are fucking.
Yeah, they breed fucking soccer players.
Yeah,
Real footballers.
real shit.
But Messi coming to the MLS, I mean, he had turned down what was it, 1.7. It was a 2-year deal. It was going to be
but he was gonna
mil or something. Like
he was gonna give the total was gonna be like $1.6 billion contract.
So he turned that down.
That's Saudi money.
But in reality, I mean, he's still going to come out like a bandit because this monster deal the MLS gave him. The MLS knew, okay, we can't pay you that much, but what we could do is we'll give you a smaller salary, but we'll give you a percentage of fucking all MLS apparel, all Adidas MLS apparel, and then Apple, who bought MLS and streams all of their games, a portion or a percentage of all Apple streams.
Yeah, and you have to imagine the type of fucking sponsorships and advertisement, the
I mean,
amount of
he's
commercials he's
sponsored
going to be
through
on.
Adidas anyways.
Yeah.
So for instance, and just just everybody's stock. For instance, what Miami's tickets were.
Yeah.
And not only, it's not just his MLS team. Every MLS team has to pay Messi.
Yeah.
So that's like the craziest part because the MLS wanted the exposure. They wanted to get bigger. So they agreed to fucking pay Messi. Because he's gonna bump up all of their...
every game that he plays in, every stadium that he plays in is going to be sold out.
Yeah,
there's not going to be an empty fucking seat
correct.
in those stadiums. Every ticket will be bought.
Is going to be, it's going to skyrocket because in America, soccer is like what, 4th for us probably. Maybe even further.
Football, basketball.
Baseball.
I'll put college football over. I mean, does college football and NFL go together or?
Well, if you want to count them as two different, you can. So, if it comes to the sports world, then yeah, soccer would be even farther down if you're doing it that way.
And I mean,
because football is number one, baseball is up there. I don't like to say it, but baseball is fucking up there.
They're falling. Listen,
it's falling off, but
maybe they might. Baseball might be more than the MLS here, but I think if you're talking about like the English Premier League and La Liga and Serie A and all that, like international soccer watched here might be a little bit more than. I don't know. That's just kind of me guessing, but
MLB's it's still baseball is America's game, America's
pastime, bro. Baseball fucking blows.
Unless
you're going to an actual game to watch it in person, that's fun. But to watch that shit on TV is boring as shit.
I'm going to my first baseball game actually.
You've never been to one?
Nope, never been to one.
Well, good for you, bro. They're fun.
Yep, never been to
you
one.
You going to Tampa?
Tampa Bay Rays. Yep, gonna go see them play.
Yeah, and it's an indoor stadium, so it's pretty nice.
I heard it's a dome, right?
Yeah, so pretty nice. I've been there a couple times. I watched
won't die of a heat stroke, so I'm
the fucking Blue Jays in Tampa play, and I think I watched who else? I think it was the Red Sox, honestly, in Tampa.
I don't even know who Tampa plays, but
nice,
go into it. Hopefully catch a home run ball.
Boom. I was not lucky to catch any balls. Hey-o.
Anyways, we're gonna go to an Orlando City game.
Oh yeah, and that would be my first Orlando City game. So there you go.
I've never been to one. In other sports news, we have the NBA going crazy, and it's just the beginning of free agency.
Well, like 34 minutes. So. NBA. Who Bradley Beal just went to the fucking
Bradley
Suns.
Beal traded to the Suns.
Before I say anything, what is your
my take on it? Offensively, great pickup. I mean, they definitely needed another help scoring offensively. They still have Ayton under contract. Ayton needs to grow the fuck up and play like the dominant center he can be, but he's just softer than Cottonelle. So they needed another scorer. The only thing I do see issues with is their bench wasn't terrible, but this definitely limits any depth they can get from here. Like they're already over the tax just with them three.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna have to pay a hefty fine for hefty tax for those players.
Luxury tax.
And then them just they can't really construct anything else unless they're trying to make other trades or like try to clear up cap space in some other way that I don't see happening. I don't know if it was the best idea. But apparently, with Bradley Beal's like no trade clause, I guess the Suns were the team he picked.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to hear from Miami, or there was like another team that was in the running.
The Bucks.
The Bucks were in the running, and then one other team. I know a couple teams were like interested in him, but even Miami had like pulled back on it because they were like, no, we're not gonna give up. I guess what the Wizards were asking for him.
Yeah, which they didn't. I mean, the Suns didn't give up too much.
The Suns didn't give up shit, but you know what it is in reality is the Suns CEO is Bradley Beal's agent's son.
Oh,
so
there you
who
go.
got him? Boom, we got him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Pays to know people.
Yeah, literally. It was crazy to see that because once I saw that, I was like,
it all makes sense.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
No, I mean,
but the Wizards kind of got fucked on that deal because they're gonna either have to buy out Chris Paul or use Chris Paul to trade for somebody.
I mean, I already saw they're already fielding, like looking for people to, because he wants to go to contender. So,
well, that and he wants to go to LA. He wants to be back in LA because that's where all his family is. So.
But I mean, what
is your take on this Bradley Beal situation? Do you think this makes them a contender or a favorite in the West?
Oh yeah, I mean, for sure. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna trade Ayton for pieces to fill their depth issues.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because I mean, at this point, like, what is he gonna do? I mean, it's not like they don't need him to score anymore. They don't need him as a scoring option. It's not like he's really a defensive presence like that. He's big and athletic and can run the floor, but like, he's not like he was really altering shots and really making a difference on defense like that. So
even if you look at that Nuggets series, he was a shell of himself. Like,
yeah,
he was. I don't know if he was scared of the moment, but like he was letting everybody out rebound him. Like, if you're not getting your touches, do other shit to affect the game. And like,
yeah, so I think they'll trade him. I think they'll trade him for some players, some wing defenders. Get that depth, because for as much as I don't think depth is the end all be all when you have that type of talent. That was, and Chris Paul got hurt, but in the playoffs, that was the one thing that a lot of people pointed to was, outside of KD and
Booker, honestly,
who KD
did his part towards late, but
KD was shooting like shit. He was
Devin
shooting
Booker
like
was
caca.
holding it the fuck down. Like, without Devin there.
Devin Booker had like a 20 for 25 game. That shit was fucking, yeah, he was doing his thing. But even then, I mean, it fizzled out. It wasn't enough. Like, so that was...
I mean, it just shows, like, you can't be a one-dimensional team in the NBA. Like, you can't have just one scorer.
Yeah,
you need a well-rounded team around you.
The thing I will say, though, is that even though none of them are really known as, like, great defenders, they're willing to play defense, and they're willing to... step up and take that role, and they can all create their own shot.
Are you talking about these three?
Yeah.
I mean, Devin's definitely he's not like an elite defender, and KD is not looked at as like an elite defender, but KD alters hella shots.
Yeah, I mean, because he's tall as shit.
His defensive presence is like, and he's a good rebounder, slender man, but he does his thing. Bradley he's a good two-way player.
And that's the thing too. Like, they can all play. I mean, especially Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant can all get their shots without needing the ball in their hands. They can play off the ball, catch and shoot, and if they need to, they can create their own shot. But that helps to, all right. And depending on who they pick up to in the offseason, if they get a more traditional point guard to help kind of even that out. But even then, Devin Booker showed that he can take that role of kind of leading the offense.
Yeah.
And distributing,
but
still being exactly,
and
still get his and keep people involved. So he's I get out of those three, he would be the more traditional point guard. But I wouldn't be surprised if they try and pick up a veteran that's more traditional. If they can pick
someone up, they definitely will. Or they'll definitely want him to play shooting guard because that's his position. But the way the starting five's looking right now, if they don't get any other pieces, you just kind of. It's positionless basketball at that point. Any of the three can really be point guard in reality. But they'll let Devin run it. Bradley will be shooting guard. Who'd they have?
Campaign is still in the mix.
He is, but he's not gonna be a starter. He's still gonna be coming off their bench. I think it's I forgot the guy's name.
O'Neal.
It would have been their small forward.
O'Brien. O'Neal. O'Leary, some fucking
potential starting five. Let's see it.
This man's going on the gram looking for answers.
Yep.
Or you just type in the Suns roster on Googs.
That'd be way too fucking easy.
On the good old Googs. Ogie Bear. Instead of Yogi Bear.
That's what I was looking for.
But yeah, so I mean that's the biggest trade so far. The draft is this week on Thursday, so you know.
Yeah, you can see a lot of moves happening between now and then.
Well, I think a lot of moves are going to happen on draft day. I think people are going to trade picks for players, picks for picks. We're going to see a lot of shifting around because you have to think about it. I mean, Miami.
Zion's going.
Who the fuck knows? He needs to fucking play for me to really care. I mean,
yeah, who the fuck wants him is what I was going to say.
But you have to think because Miami's going to make a move. They're going to get somebody. They have to get somebody. The Lakers have to do something. I feel like the only team that can really stay pat and be okay right now, and it might just be recency bias, is the Nuggets.
Well, plus, I mean, I'm pretty sure all the Nuggets player or majority of Nuggets players are under contract anyways. I don't think they lose anything to free agency. I don't know. Well, maybe some of their like bench players.
Boston's gonna make a move. They need
Boston needs to make a move.
Phillies needs to make a move. They need to. They need to get rid of James Harden, and they need to find an alpha. An alpha in the sense of like Joel Embiid is their number one option. He's their best player. He's their franchise player. But I do not trust him to lead a team to the finals. They need to find somebody who is going to be kind of like an organizer.
Yeah, I don't see Joel as a closer. Like if like late time, you know, for instance, yes, he's their number one offensive scoring option, but you kind of want like a closer to be like, all right, if we need a bucket late in the game, they're doubling Joel. Who are we going to go to?
Trade for Jaylen Brown. What if they trade for Dame?
Who, the 76ers?
Yeah. Send James Harden to Portland to live out the rest of his days.
I'm sure I'll find a strip club out there. Man, find them anywhere. Yeah, who knows? I mean, he can...
Dallas, too. Dallas with Kyrie.
Apparently, Miami was trying to trade for Kyrie before the trade deadline.
Ooh. God. I mean, listen... I don't really care because, you know, I like Miami, but obviously I'm not a Miami fan. But if I were, I would. That would be one of the last people I would want on my team.
I mean, I said the same thing about Kyle Lowry, and he
yeah,
helped.
but Kyle Lowry doesn't go into every situation and blow it up.
I've always hated Kyle, but then he came to Miami. Now
he's a fucking team player. He's not going to come into the situation and blow up the situation.
Great guy, Kyle.
Kyrie Irving, literally every team that he's played for, he has blown it up somehow. Even playing for LeBron, where all he had to do was just show up and play basketball, and he was going to get credit. People were going to call him fucking amazing. He's great. He's the best. This, that, whatever. And he couldn't even fucking do that.
Well, you know, he wanted to be the star, and then when he found out that's not working for him, then he's like, all right, maybe I could be a second option. And he didn't like that. He was like, I want to be the star.
Well, then when he was a star in Boston, it didn't work. They got better when he left.
Yeah.
When he was the second option in Brooklyn. They didn't do any better. They got better when they all left. He went to fucking Dallas, and they got worse. I'm not denying. I've never, and you know, whatever. Call me a Kyrie hater or whatever. But I've never denied his talent.
Yeah,
I've never
top.
I've always thought that like if he were to fucking just fucking keep his head down and fucking focus on basketball, he could be one of the top 5 best players in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
But
he's on the
he's on the back end, but I mean that's also adding up all the injuries that he's had because
Correct.
I mean think about it, before LeBron got to Cleveland, I mean people were looking at him as a bust because he was hurt all the time. The Cavs fucking sucked. They couldn't do anything.
No, I mean shit.
And then LeBron got there, and then everyone thinks he's the fucking best thing since fucking sliced bread. But you know that's the LeBron effect for you.
It is. It makes people look like all stars. You want to do a little start bench cut?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, we'll go off of just because it's more recent. Your Finals MVPs. We should go Finals MVPs, honestly. Oh, I got another question. I just thought of it for you. Okay, say that.
Write it down. Don't forget it.
I'm not. It's right here. We'll do this first, actually. All right, look at the teams. This was. I'll read them out to everybody. All right, so it's 3 teams. I'm gonna ask Eric which team he'd pick. I'll give him which team I'd pick. The teams: Team 1, Steph Curry as point, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Team 2, Isaiah Thomas, LeBron as shooting guard, Larry Bird as small forward, Kareem, and Wilt. Team 3, Magic at point, D-Wade at shooting guard, Kobe at the 3, Tim Duncan at the 4, and Shaq at the 5. Now I'll let you look at them. Which team you picking?
Oh, shit.
That was cool. I don't know how you did it, but that was cool.
Give me any team with LeBron. I don't give a fuck.
So you're picking team 2.
Yeah. Any team with... Listen, I just feel like every team that he's gone to, he's made everybody better. Everyone has their best season, their best career averages when they play with LeBron. So imagine Larry Bird, Isaiah, fucking Kareem, which you can debate that he is, people can debate that he's the greatest. That he's the greatest. I mean, I don't, but you could debate that he's number 2 over Jordan. You could debate that he's 3rd, and then Wilt Chamberlain, give me LeBron. Who cares if there's not a lot of shooting?
2. I'm picking team 3.
Of course you are. Of course.
And it's not because of D-Wade.
They're probably the worst team on there.
They're not. And here's my reasoning behind it. If you're looking for the team with the most championships, it's team 3.
What? Magic has
5, 10, 15, 19, 22. 22 chips. 16 chips here. I think 15 here.
Don't matter.
So, why I'm picking my team is because you got Magic Johnson, biggest point guard. So, he can guard Isaiah or sag off and help guarding LeBron, guarding
But you have to think,
Bird.
Detroit beat LA in the finals when they went, I think, the first time.
They did, and so did Jordan, and this was later in Magic's career.
Yeah. So
But, also Magic beat Larry. So, and then you got, and then it's saying everyone is in their primes. Granted, LeBron would be a monster to deal with in his prime.
God.
But
who's gonna?
But I don't think Wilt or Kareem is stopping Shaq in his prime.
Oh, I don't know. Listen, if
The only person who stopped Shaq in his prime was Hakeem, and that wasn't even Shaq's prime. That was Baby Shaq. When Shaq was in his prime,
yeah, but Ben Wallace, slowed down Shaq.
slowed him down, didn't stop him.
But imagine talking about Ben Wallace and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt
Kareem
Chamberlain.
Abdul-Jabbar is light in the ass. Ben Wallace at least had some muscle on him.
That is true. Fair point.
And then
Fair
you
point.
got Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamental. He'll just be out the elbow jumper, tink, bank shots.
But Kareem has the most
killer,
unstoppable shot.
That's true, but until you got Shaq swatting out the air.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
You got, or D-Wade tracking his ass down with the most blocks in guard history. Give me it. It's true. It's a true fact.
Yeah, that's a true fact, but
And
I'm not
then
worried about it.
Kobe being Kobe.
LeBron James, he's the one that
You
fucking...
got one guy.
That's all I need. That's all I fucking need.
Bullshit. It's a team sport.
And who's going to guard Larry Legend? Not Kobe.
Sure, Kobe can guard. Or if you don't want that, we'll put Magic on Larry, put Kobe on LeBron, and put D-Wade on Isaiah.
I think you're sleeping on Isaiah Thomas a little bit.
I'm not saying Isaiah Thomas isn't a fucking Hall of Famer, because he is. He's a 2-time champion. I'm just saying, I think D-Wade's defense was elite. D-Wade's prime, 06 through 09, before he got hurt, D-Wade's prime, he was elite.
I think you're sleeping on Zeke a little bit.
I think you're sleeping on D-Wade a little bit.
I'm not sleeping on D-Wade, but I just don't think, I think they have the most...
I think the hardest matchup would be 1 versus 3, for instance, because Steph would just be running around, easy money sniper.
Who's the center for the first one? Hakeem. And
Hakeem was a fucking
Hakeem
problem.
the Dream.
He was a problem. Not only
who do you think the worst player on that list is? Probably D Wade, unfortunately, and I love me some D Wade, but he probably is the worst player on that
Giannis.
list. The thing with Giannis though is that he has the physical advantage of being fucking 7 feet tall
6'11",
and being a fucking just a physical presence.
I get that.
So you kind of have to.
But just all around skill wise and like bag wise, I'm gonna say Giannis because he's the most limited. I would say
more limited than Shaq. Because Shaq wasn't hitting free throws either. He was just a big, powerful brute.
Matter. Shaq, because Giannis is the modern day Shaq. People say he's dominant like Shaq was. Shaq was fucking Shaq. Like,
but I mean, I'll take Giannis at the free throw line over fucking Shaq.
Barely.
I'll still take it.
Either way. Like,
well, I'm taking
even on your team. So you got team 2. I'll take team 3.
Yeah, my team's winning it.
We'll see.
My team in 5.
All right. Back to start bench cut. Joker, Giannis, or Embiid?
Cutting Embiid. I guess I'll start Jokic because he's more versatile on our bench. Giannis, even though I do love Giannis, but and again, it might just be recency bias because he just won a chip. Because I did hear something, and I was thinking it too. I heard something on the radio that the same type of praise that Jokic is getting right now is the same type of praise that Giannis was getting when he won his chip.
Yeah,
you know,
people coming off of 2 MVPs. So just like Jokic came off 2 MVPs, won a chip.
Yeah, people talking about dynasty, how many more can they win? You know, if they keep this group together, blah blah blah, and they haven't won one since. So, but yeah, Jokic start, Giannis bench, Joel cut.
All right, we already know who you're picking, but LeBron, KD, and we'll say Kawhi.
LeBron start. Oof. What Kawhi are we talking? Like,
we'll say not hurt Kawhi.
Available Kawhi.
Yep. We'll say 2019 Raptors Kawhi.
Ooh, that's tough. Give me Kawhi.
Ooh,
I'll cut KD.
Cutting Kevin Durant. That's wild. I would cut Kawhi and keep KD.
Kawhi has, even though...
I'd still start LeBron, though.
Yeah, I mean, that one's a given. But Kawhi Leonard has won chips in multiple places being the man. And he has he has 2 finals MVP.
He has 2 finals MVP, but I would argue that he wasn't the man in San Antonio. He got the finals MVP for guarding LeBron. And all he did was slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, no one.
He didn't stop LeBron.
Yeah,
just
but
like
I mean,
Andre Iguodala. They gave him the MVP. They gave him the MVP, and he didn't do nothing crazy. All he did was limit LeBron. So
they 35 points a game.
They're like, well, you slowed down the greatest player, so we're gonna give you the Finals MVP.
Yeah,
because then none of them, the Warriors didn't do like as a team. They won, of course. But I'm just saying, like none of them had such spectacular that's clear cut Finals MVP. You know. They couldn't give it to Curry because Curry...
And he beat KD head up in finals. Kawhi did. Against
KD got hurt.
Yeah, no.
So did Clay.
Yeah. He still won. Someone had to win it.
The 2019 is probably the most blemished, I'd say, ring because it's like...
Hey, someone has to win it.
Yeah.
Someone has to win it. That was the basketball gods cursing KD.
Pretty much. Like, you're not getting a 3-peat.
You guys have fucking soiled the game.
Yep.
Soiled it.
They basically were like, you're not getting a 3-peat.
Soiled it.
You guys. Point guards. Would you start Steph, Dame, or Kyrie?
Kyrie's gone.
Cutting Kyrie.
Gone.
Kyrie's out again.
That was easy.
Should get an easy button. That was easy. And a fan.
Dame or fucking Steph? Who am I starting? See, part of me feels like if you switch Steph and Dame's careers, like I feel like Dame is gonna be looked at in the same light as Steph.
Maybe even better.
Steph just happened to fucking
luck out.
I mean, if you want to call it that, but
I still think he would have been.
I think he would have been great regardless.
Phenomenal scorer, but I don't think he would have been the same because, for instance, this is coming into a Warriors team where Mark Jackson literally told them shoot. Shoot anything. I don't care. We'll get the rebound. Shoot. Dame came from a whole different environment where he was a playmaker, score when you can, facilitate when you can, help us win. And Dame got out the mud. So
And I can't think of too many people that have 2 walk-off buzzer beater fucking shots in the playoffs to send the team packing.
yeah. LeBron. But LeBron's the only one who has more. Actually, Kobe has technically the most game winners.
No, I'm talking about like to send the team like an elimination game to close out the series.
Yeah, both of them hard as fuck too. One versus the Rockets, one versus OKC.
And then fucking the OKC one was fucking. I mean that fucking that 2018 LeBron to me is still the fucking greatest player ever. That shit was fucking insane. He was just
the playoff.
He was out. I mean that whole season.
Yeah.
It was him and who? J.R. Smith.
No, yeah, actually,
Thompson.
2018. I think I just saw that was when he was robbed of the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it to James, right?
Yep.
James Harden.
Yeah,
I just saw the breakdown where he played the 82 games and everything.
Yeah, had more points, had more assists, had a better field goal percentage.
I'm pretty sure his team was better too.
Yeah, they just don't want to fucking. Oh, do I see that correctly?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Cejudo and Chito Vera.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the O'Malley Australian card.
Wow.
And then it's Whaling versus some other chick.
Damn, they're giving Chito Vera to Henry, and he just came off a pretty fucking dominating loss to Sanhagen.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Henry called him out, saying like that's what.
Oh well, that makes sense for him.
And then you saw Sanhagen's fighting down basically, or fighting backwards. He's fighting Khabib's cousin.
Yeah, Umar.
His saying like because he replied to like fans, he's like, "All right, first off, I'm getting a lot of criticism for fighting down. Just want to make 2 things clear. One, he was like, he's a very hard opponent, blah blah blah. He's real good. If I want to fight for the title and be the best in the world, I got to fight the best. And 2, I'm a fucking beast." Like
he did. He fucking put on a clinic against Chito Vera. He fucking made him look like a scrub.
I mean, Corey Sanhagen is fucking
good. But Chito Vera is not a fucking. He's not bad either. He's not a scrub. He made him look like he didn't belong in the fucking octagon with him. Like that shit was not close. He looked fucking. He made Chito Vera look like he didn't know what he was doing. Like he forgot how to fight, kind of. I remember that shit was incredible. And I listened to him talk about it on Joe Rogan's podcast, and the way he talked about it and the way that Joe Rogan were talking about it was like he was just in a fucking zone, like
piecing him up.
Fucking he kind of anticipating his move, knowing what the fuck he was gonna do before Chito threw his shots and all that, and yeah, it was a dominating performance. So it's gonna be interesting to see because isn't that Umar? He's undefeated, right?
I think so. And that's basically why they were like, "Why are you going to fight so far down in the rankings? You're just going to beat your ass or something." And Corey Sanhagen's like, "I'm a fucking beast. Like, y'all doubt me? I'm gonna go fight him then."
Yeah,
because that's one of like the hardest fights in like the division, even though he's not even ranked, or if he is ranked, he's real low in the rankings.
Yeah. Wow. UFC.
UFC. You excited for this BMF title?
Not at all.
You're not excited for the fight?
I'm excited for the fight, but I was talking about it with
the title. It doesn't really matter.
I was talking to my cousin about it. Like it's just like
they're basically doing this just to make more money. At the end of the day.
And I mean, although I do think whoever wins that fight will probably earn themselves a title shot.
They better not. I mean, after the Charles Islam rematch.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They'll get the winner of that fight.
I'm not mad at that.
Unless Charles wins, which I don't think he's going to.
Versus Islam.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna run through Islam this time.
Oh, you said that last time.
He had a bad night.
Not only did he have a bad night,
he
got his fucking ass kicked.
Alex beat Islam.
And Alex would fucking kick the shit out of Charles Oliveira. Like, don't get it twisted.
Well, we'll have to see. But he beat fucking Islam, and they gave it to Islam.
And that was a closer fight than Islam and Charles was.
There's a conspiracy theory about fucking
Let's hear it.
Dubai and their way their fights are called on Fight Island and stuff. They've picked almost every time when it's like a controversial like. Cards,
the champ?
Not just champ, but just like if it goes to the scorecards, every time when it's controversial, they've picked Islamic fighter because that's their religion and
their bias.
Dubai.
You think?
So it's just like a conspiracy that they have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I do.
The
I mean,
fight I'm going off of is the Izzy's boy. Fucking the 135 dude. The fucking
Kai. Yeah. Whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah.
His fight, like that was a call, and it was an Islam fighter. Alex versus Islam. Yeah. Islamic fighter. So.
Yeah, I mean that one, the Volkanovski Islam
could
fight.
Have went either way
that
in
one.
Reality, but I still think Alex won. Like,
yeah,
he definitely fucked Islam up more.
Yeah,
and then at the end of the fight, just alone, that's how I really view who won like a fight. If someone's up and ready to go versus someone like, oh fuck,
yeah,
like I don't think that's a win. Like,
yeah, the eye test,
survived,
the eye test. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you there for the most part.
Plus,
but
just in mixed martial arts, I think Alex did more because, for instance, Islam was the bigger guy, couldn't keep him down, couldn't submit him, lost on the feet, like, and it's mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
the control time, he definitely did get.
But I mean, they did it. That fight was in Australia, so
yeah, no,
so that was in his home turf, and he still lost. But
was it in Australia?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and the next one they said they wanted to do in Dubai, right? Or was it the other way around? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in Australia. It was in Perth, Australia. But yeah, I think Islam Charles 2 is going to be more of the same. I don't really I don't know, maybe I don't buy into Charles like that as much. I think he is better than Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier, and I feel like if you were to fight both of them again, he would win. But the thing is that
he's better clearly than everyone in the lightweight division,
except Islam.
And he'll fight him one time. I feel like once he fights him,
but not only he fucking beat his ass. It wasn't really close. And then when he invited him down to where he was comfortable, Islam fucking 30 seconds had him in a fucking.
I mean, he didn't invite him down. He never went like this.
I mean, but
Islam jumped on the opportunity.
He got knocked down. He got punched that's
a normal thing.
And then he stayed down there, inviting him to come down. It's not like he said come here, but like he was inviting him to, all right, come on the ground with me. And then he did, and he choked his ass out. Yeah. Quick.
Got him, jumped right on his fucking...
Quick.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I watched the fight. You act like I wasn't pissed as fuck. I watched the fight. I'm just saying, if it's a Charles like we saw against Darnoush...
But that's what I'm saying. If it's a Charles like we saw against Dustin, Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje, those guys do not hold a fucking candle to Islam. I've been saying this, that to me, Charles is the best out of those, but those guys are more of, at this point, names and gatekeepers. And Islam is
the majority strikers.
Yeah, and Islam... I mean, Justin Gaethje, they were ranting and raving about his takedown defense. And, it's going to be hard for Islam to take him down, and...
never fought.
Charles to take him down or whatever. He's gonna give him a problem, and then he fucking.
I mean, Charles does what Charles does. He did put him down with a punch, and then he got on the back.
And then fucking
with Dustin, he literally climbed on Dustin. With Michael, he took out Michael on the feet. So it's like with Darnoush, he took out Darnoush on the feet.
But again, I mean, if you look
the
at
most exciting fight,
if you look at those guys, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like we're going to look at them as, we look back in 5-10 years. We're not going to look at them as great fighters. Dustin maybe, but Justin Gaethje, he's more of a fan favorite. I don't think he's going to be looked at as a great. As much as I like Dariush, he's not going to be looked at as a great fighter.
I look at their resumes, though, and for instance, the wins and losses, they do matter, but it's more of the resume. Who have you fought? And I get that they're big names, but they fought every other big name. So it's like when people are putting their name on the line to keep fighting the top names, I respect that more than, for instance, like what Khabib. Khabib is looked at as the greatest because he never lost, but there's only really 3 fights that are even relevant.
But you also have to think, a lot of people didn't want to take that fight against Khabib. The same way that people don't want to take fights against Islam, the same way that people don't really want to take fights against Chimaev or certain people.
Except fucking your boy Kamar.
Yeah, hey, good for him. He needs to, because what other fight he's going to take to get himself back into? He's already beat Colby a couple times. He's already fucking.
That's the only fight that can get him back into the running for another title fight.
Exactly. But there's always those guys in each division that no one wants to fight.
If he loses that,
He's
3
done.
fights in a row. He might have to retire.
The Tyron Woodley fucking effect. He's gonna go out like that. At least he has. I mean, he did get slept, but it was only once. At least he's not getting his ass beat every fucking fight after he loses. That Tyron Woodley decline was incredible. It was kind of sad to watch because he was so great, and then he wasn't anymore. Yep. And then he was getting knocked out, getting his ass beat, fucking TKOs, KOs, fucking.
It was bad.
Looking like he didn't want to be out there. And then he went to boxing and then got knocked out again. So it's like,
good old Jake.
Golly.
The good old Jake of Pauls.
Get fucked, Tyron Woodley. How the mighty have fallen. I still, that whole thing, and last thing, and then we can wrap it up, but I never thought that Kamaru Usman was better than George St. Pierre. When they were talking about he might be the greatest welterweight of all time, I'm like, whoa. Pump the fucking brakes. Are we forgetting about good old GSP? That was something that I could never get behind.
I mean, that's like, but I do. The one I could see, though, the one great that I did see, I mean, I still believe Anderson Silva is a fucking monster, but I got to give Izzy some props, too, because, like, Izzy, I don't think he's passed him yet, but I see Izzy passing Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a better debate.
Because even when they fought, it was like you could tell it was like a passing of the torch.
Yeah, but also Anderson Silva was at the back end of his career.
Oh yeah,
he had already broken his leg. And
when they fought, 100%, he was well out of his prime.
Yeah, it was more of, like you said, just a kind of passing of the torch.
But I'm saying like that was just one of the fights where you're like, oh, okay, that he could possibly be better than him one day. And then the body of work Izzy has put in since, and like. Knocking out your boy in a dramatic fashion. It's
about damn time he lost 3 in a row.
I'd have been pissed.
But I will say this though, Anderson.
Y'all didn't see it on the story. Hilarious.
Yeah, I was
face priceless.
I will say this though, Anderson Silva has probably one of the greatest runs in the UFC ever. Yeah. He might not be the greatest. He's probably in
John Jones.
He's probably in my top 5 of all time greats.
Oh yeah, definitely. But he's definitely.
But his run is. It's a top 3 run as far as his title defenses and the way that he was knocking people out like effortlessly.
I'd probably give him number 2 because I think John Jones doing what he did for all those years was
still doing fucking
mighty impressive.
Yeah, but Anderson Silva hit the most.
It was just his style too. He had style with his fights. It wasn't just
he was fucking.
I'm gonna straight. Like John is like, you know what you're gonna.
He's an assassin. He doesn't really have much personality in his fights. Anderson Silva brought personality.
He's a showman.
Yeah, he brought personality.
He would fuck with people and
put his hands down. That one that I will like. I still will that one, but when he knocked out Forrest Griffin, like walking backwards, that shit is still like, how the fuck do you generate that type of power to not? I mean, I guess it was just more placement than power, but. Walking backwards and to knock him out like he did, that shit was incredible. Yep. Yeah, he was. That was some different type of shit.
The only knockout or the only TKO that I could think of that was like the second craziest thing to ever see is John versus
when he fucking choked out Lyoto Machida.
That's what I was looking for.
Dropped his lifeless body and just was fucking, oh man, that shit was wild.
That's goosebumps right there because he fucking killed that man.
Yeah, he did.
Literally was holding his dead body up and then just dropped him.
Dropped him like a sack of potatoes.
Done.
Like a sack of taters. But yeah.
Who would be your GOAT top 5?
For
the UFC.
Probably John Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva, Habib, and who's number 5? Number 5 is hard.
Forgetting good old Mighty Mouse.
See, the thing is, and I'm not taking anything away from him, is that he was relevant when I wasn't watching UFC as much.
Yeah, because you know who they fucking traded him for.
Who?
Ben Askren.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow, that backfired.
Yep. I was supposed to be the UFC's next prodigy fighter, Ben Askren.
And he got fucking dropped like a sack.
He had won like one fight, I think, in the UFC. And Jorge fucking...
gave him the knee of God.
Ruined him.
To the fucking temple.
And never fucking fought
again. I mean, I guess, what's it called? Yeah, throw Mighty Mouse in there. I'd have to go for like my personal top 5. I'd have to go back and kind of look, but I mean those top 4 I feel like are solidified. I feel like you could probably switch depending on the
For
day.
instance, I wouldn't say it's like legit GOAT because I mean he's got losses clearly, but I would put him over Khabib. I'd put Conor over Khabib when it comes to UFC's like power.
No,
or you wouldn't throw the woman GOAT up there. You wouldn't throw Amanda in it.
Amanda Nunes. I mean, I guess you could. But there's no way Conor's sniffing my top 5.
In reality, no, he's not better than Khabib. But
he didn't have any title defenses. He had one title defense, or I don't even think he had one. Yeah, he had, and that's probably the greatest run in UFC history. The way that he was
sleeping people,
but he didn't he had no title defenses after that.
Conor's just a showman, though.
Yeah,
top 5, I would go similar. It'd be, John, GSP, Anderson Silva. I just personally, I do not like Khabib. I really don't. Like.
It's not about who you like, Jacob. It's about who has the resume for it.
It's just his resume isn't that great to me. I get 29-0, but he's like he fought 3 people that I actually know, 4 that I could actually name them.
So did Charles. Who else has he fought outside?
Besides the top 5?
Yeah,
Charles has fought fucking everybody and their mother.
Who?
He's fought everybody.
Who?
Name the
Go
names.
ahead, give me a name. Give me a name that's...
Granted, he lost to him, but he fought Max Holloway. He got his shoulder hurt. He fought Kevin Lee. He fought Tony Ferguson. He fought...
Lost to Tony Ferguson, didn't he?
No, he did not. That was on his 11-fight win streak.
Shit.
He baptized Tony.
Baptized.
Then he fought Michael. Then he fought... I'm pretty sure it was in that order. He fought Tony. Then he fought...
Well, Khabib almost fought Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, fucking 38 times.
Yeah, they just couldn't get it right. But.
He slept Kevin Lee. Fought Michael. Fought the whole top 5. Who's he fought out of the top 5? I gotta check it, honestly. Unless you're pulling it up.
I ain't pulling shit up. Wowzers.
Okay, his last 10 fights. Let's see.
He's a loser.
You're a loser. Don't know why I went to there. It's a lot of shit in this room, by the way.
There's a fan.
I'm dying.
I'm actually kind of chilling. I am a little high, but I'm chilling.
I'm dying. Why doesn't it just show me all of them? But, let's see. He fought Jim Miller. He fought Clay Guida.
Clay Guida?
Guida. He lost. Or he won to Clay Guida, I'm saying. He's old, though. He fought David Timir. Don't even know who that is. Jared Gordon.
Don't know.
Jared Gordon, that's the dude who fought Patty
Pimblett and beat him but didn't.
Yeah. Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee. He beat them both in 2020. 2021, he beat Dustin and Michael. 2022, he beat Justin. Then lost to Islam. 2023, he beat Darnoush. And I would say he's the most active champ.
Yeah, he is active. Izzy is active.
Izzy's active as fuck, too, though.
But so is fucking Volkanovski. He's active as fuck, too. He doesn't take a break.
Nope. Will Brooks, Paul Felder. He's fought.
Kamaru Usman was a pretty active champ, too. For as much as I wasn't really a big fan of him, he did fight pretty consistently. But
this is that when he was
we're hour 14 in.
Featherweight.
Talking about 30 minutes.
Well, you want to keep talking. Anyways.
Me?
Yeah. Any last words you want to tell people? Powerful stuff.
Exactly. You take that for how you want to take it.
We'll be back with with another great episode of No Hangover Podcast in the next coming days. Stay tuned. Got new merch dropping. You have to listen to this whole episode to figure out we have new merch dropping.
Unless we put it in the beginning. I use
Peace,
my editing
bitches.
master skills. Peace. Everybody love everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Fuck your life.
Bing bong.